Hi, this is Manginoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, Disappointing. This week actually had several good books, but I had to go with the one that I, I liked the most, and that was Thor's number one. It's like, how can you just not love a Jason Aaron book with a police force of Thor, you know? And in it, you have not only do you have Storm Thor or Destroyer Thor, female Thor, you got Beta Ray Bill, you got Frog Thor. It's like awesomeness. But anyways, basically what's going on is there's a woman that is getting killed murdered. Nobody knows what's going on, and she's basically unidentifiable. So which is kind of freaking them out, and the murder is taking place in a bunch of different zones, and nobody's like the Thors are not. They're basically on the point of where they're going to get in trouble because they can't figure out what's going on, and so basically they have to start do the rest of the issue is basically them investigating. One of my favorite parts of their investigation is when they end up rounding up a biker gang of Ghost Riders, and then there's a Ghost Rider who is complaining to get his lawyer, or else they're gonna feel the gaze of his pentacle stare. And I was just thinking that's exactly what Ghost Rider would be going, gaze into my pentacle stare. But then on the other hand, they're adding that element of like true crime type drama stories, so that part really made me funny. The end part though was where we got really interesting quickly, and I don't want to spoil that because they basically tell you who's the one who's the body, and it's really sets off the story like fast and hard from there. So I cannot wait until issue number 2. And I think that was the other reason why I really liked this one over the other ones, was because this, while the other ones were good, this made me want to see the next issue today. But I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. The art's okay. I mean, it's not like the old Jason Aaron Thor run. It's a little bit more, I'll just say, user-friendly. But it's still halfway decent. But I really, really enjoyed this book. The Bad. Okay, it's doomed. This book was complete and utter. Oh, God, this was just crap. Basically, what we have is this kid, this guy, who's working at Star Labs, and he basically gets the crap job where he has to do cleaning the quarantine sections during the night shift. And he does something stupid, and then he exposes himself to whatever was inside there, that he's, obviously turns into this creature. Now, the art is decent, and that's what really kept me going through this book, because they had some really nice moments through here. But the love interest was, like, really bad. It's like, like they're looking for a new roommate, and this girl shows up, and the roommates say no, but he runs after her, going, I really wanted you to come and live with us. And she's like, but, they outvoted me, and she's like, that's okay. Maybe we'll see each other again later. And then she stalks him later. And then it's like, it's basically she takes him to this model home apartment condo thing that she's squatting in. And then she basically jumps in the shower and is like, why don't you come in here and tell me your day? And I'm just like, you're just like this whore girl, And I'm like, you deserve whatever's about to come your way, And it's just, I don't know. Is he a hero? Is he a villain? My thought is just, who cares? This was, I got it on a whim just to see what it was like, how they're going to treat a new character. But in all honesty, this was just a horrible, horrible start. It's like, you kind of already know where this is going to go. It's kind of like that Hunchback of Notre Dame storyline, and it's just like, everybody's gonna come after him because they think he's a villain, but he's not, because he's a really nice guy, and it's just like, whatever. I'm done with you already. All right. Disappointment was Deadpool's Secret Wars number 2. Okay, now I really kind of enjoyed the first one of this, where it's like basically Deadpool inserting himself into Secret Wars. But when I got to the second issue, and I just kind of like the humor of all of this just kind of ended, and I just didn't care anymore. The jokes I thought were less funny, and it just wasn't. I guess it wasn't as enjoyable for me anymore. So I'm probably gonna end up dropping this book. It just wasn't. It didn't do. It didn't accomplish what it should have. I guess you can say. The art was decent, but and also some of the changes that they're doing in this are really drastic compared to the original storyline. But that's fine. I'm not really complaining about the changes part because I understand what this book is really about. But it just, like I said, just to me, it's not as fun anymore. But anyways, this is my good and bad disappointing. We'll have some more reviews for you shortly. Let me know what your good, your bad, your disappointing is. And we'll have, share. And don't forget to do the podcast with Cons, Freaks, and Geeks down below. So, until next time.